Blessed good afternoon, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please leave a subscription on the channel. If you are already subscribed to the channel, please turn on the post notification bell if you haven't done so, and share the video. Leave a like also. Clark says no new taxes as government priorities economic recovery. For yet another year, there will be no new taxes facing Jamaican finance and the public sector minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, boasted on Tuesday that this is the fifth consecutive occasion since 2016 on which Jamaicans were not saddled with new taxes. He was opening the 2022-23 budget debate in Garden House, where he represented under the theme Recovery, Reform, Restoration. At one stage, Clark appeared to be taunting opposition members of the parliament, daring them to point to an occasion when they did not raise taxes while the People's National Party from the government. Having spoken for roughly 3 hours before turning to the revenue measures, Clark said, "I am pleased to begin my remarks by informing the people of Jamaica that there will be no new taxes. As I said last year, we are prioritizing economic recovery, which we want to achieve in the quickest possible time. Increasing taxes at this time would run counter to that objective," he added. Clark told the House of Representatives that this was the seventh financial year where, on a net basis, the Jamaica Labour Party government has not raised taxes. This is the fifth consecutive financial year where we will be absolutely no new taxes, the finance minister emphasized. And while acknowledging calls including from the parliamentarian opposition to remove some of the taxes and duties and fuel, Clark said the government will insist and instead establish a special provision in the amount of $2 billion to provide target support to those who are mostly adverse effects and who have the least ability to absorb the impact of the high gas and energy price. I can immediately see this being used in part to provide relief to taxi operators who have fixed fares and some towards providing transportation support to children and part, but there are other groups and we will dialogue with stakeholders on the best methodological for the allocation of this support and announce the details shortly, the minister said. He acknowledged that the price of unleaded petroleum has risen by almost 50% in the last 12 months. The government recognized that many Jamaicans are suffering from this significant increase in price, he said. Check out the video, my viewers.
Now, Prime Minister, I know that you're working on something for the entertainment sector, but don't take too long, PM, because I want them to come out. Because when we have a dance, when we have a round robin, when we have cake sale and fish fry, who only for people benefit? We're talking about cane, man. We're talking about
former PM's political rival Manley and Siaga to appear on the new $2,000 bill. A newly created $2,000 banknote will feature the image of two former Jamaican Prime Minister, Michael Manley and Edward Siaga, who were both contemporary and political rivals. The announcement was made Tuesday by Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark as he opened the 2022-23 budget debate in the Garden House. In acknowledge the rival between the two men, Clark noted that Jamaica went through a near civil war experience in the 1990s when Manley was the Prime Minister and Siaga was the opposition leader. Clark noted that the experience deeply scarred the national consecutions, with electoral contests becoming overly violent in nature. Clark said the country was able to step back from the brink through the civil society and political leadership, but he said that while the scars of his prior may have healed, persons who lived through this period are still with us, and families who lost loved ones, who were displaced, who lost homes and jobs due to conflict are still with us. Remember the hurt, the Clark said. He added that in many cases those wounds and those feelings run deep. We validate those experiences wherever they exist as authentic and sincere, he added, while questioning whether the country should continue to conduct its affairs in the manner that perhaps this earth and banquet unto the future generation strive and division of seek constructive relief and symbolic ways of forging unity, peace, and love instead. We must restore unity in the country, and there was no better way to do it than to have the political rival appearing together on the $2,000 note, said Mr. Clark. We are therefore pleased that the Most Honorable Michael Manley and the House Honorable Edward Siaga, who were contemporary and rivals, will appear together on the new $2,000 bill. Please see a picture of it below.